Hello everyone, I am Saket and I am back again with Awdheshi. And today we want to talk about some interesting thing like stock market में पैसे कैसे बनाए जाएं, कैसे आप अपना पैसा maybe रातों रात दुगना कर सकते हैं, something like that, or maybe what we should not try. Yeah, so investment, trading, and all those kind of topic. Before we get into detail, Avdeshi, give a brief intro about you and the topic, and then we can start our conversation.
Thank you, Saket. My name is Avdhesh Nagar. I work as a financial planner. I've spent a lot of years in investing, corporate banking, understanding basically financial market, financial returns, and that's the knowledge which I use for my retail investors. I've been into this business now for 8, 9 years, but prior to that, I've been to job in various MNC banks and finance companies. Today, Saket, we talk about investment and trading. Uh, I want to tell people that there's no shortcut, first of all. And in a bull market, there are a lot many people who give you idea on trading investment. For a normal investor, for somebody who enters in the market, there are a lot of new people who are entering. What should be the right way of getting into a wealth journey? So that should be discussion.
Perfect, perfect. So मेरे काफी सारे दोस्त हैं. They keep coming and saying, that we put money in this particular stock. I have an advice, I have a tip, and that will grow like anything. And they do it very passionately. They do it as a game also. Maybe they get a little kick of doing all this. Along with that, they are hoping that their money will grow. And some people get excited कि मैं तो पूरे दिन यही करूंगा, मैं जॉब भी छोड़ देता हूँ, ट्रेडिंग ही करूंगा. So what do you think about this trend, and what are the risks associated with it?
Okay. So, Saket, see, if you want to do it for entertainment, then it's fine. Okay. If that gives you more kick than going to an entertainment park or watching a movie, good enough. But don't do it for making money. You know, as I said in the beginning, that it's not. There's no shortcut. There's no quick, rich kind of process which people think it is. See, there are. I tell you this how I've been a part of institution and what kind of people and how these funds are managed. In mutual funds or in institution, you'll find people who are from the best of the management institute, that rank holder or chartered accountant, and sitting in an institution, they have access to a lot of knowledge. And those are the people who are fund manager. Okay, they spend their ages to learn about the market, to study business. They spend a lot of time. There's a living. In a fund house, you will see one qualified guy like this with experience. He is only managing. He's only researching about one or two sectors, and probably you'll have
Mhm.
one guy doing only FMCG. So his whole life revolves around companies like ITC, companies like HUL. He only studies. He's an expert in FMCG, and he can tell you about what is happening in FMCG market, how these companies are doing business, and how the stock prices will get affected by this. Now, imagine if this kind of depth of study and experience, if you compare somebody just enters and try to trade in the company, what will the fate will be? See, it's you're
Mhm.
playing with the money. Don't go without knowledge, without preparation, without understanding. I'm not against investing in the stock market, but how much have you studied? Have you done your research? Somebody tells you, gives you a tip, and you go and invest in that money, you are bound to lose the money. See, at the time when you are getting a lot of tips from your relatives and from social media, that's actually a bad time to invest in the market. A
Mhm.
lot of things
Mhm.
which go behind it. These are not very open, but don't invest based on tip unless you have done a research. And if you can't do it, then rely on somebody who is good enough
Mhm.
rather than
Mhm.
doing on your
बट जो मार्केट में जब लोग देखते हैं कि आज एक स्टॉक 10% इंक्रीज हो गया, उसने अपर सर्किट टच कर दिया, अगर
own.
कल
हाँ,
मैंने ये खरीदा होता तो मेरा कुछ हो जाता, एंड
हाँ,
देन समबडी कम्स एंड सेज कि ये वाला भी ऐसे करने वाला है कल परसों में, तो अगर आज ही आप खरीद लोगे तो ये अपर सर्किट टच करेगा, और शायद वो
हाँ।
लोअर सर्किट टच कर जाए अपर की बजाय, वो अलग प्रॉब्लम है. तो
देखिए, आप ये अपर सर्किट लोस किसी को नहीं पता कौन किस दिन टच करेगा। अगर आपको इन्वेस्ट करना है ना, तो आपको उस बिजनेस को देखना है। आपको एक अच्छे बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए। दैट इज अ वे ऑफ मेकिंग मनी इन द लॉन्ग रन। अपर सर्किट जो आज अपर सर्किट टच कर रहा है, कल लोअर भी टच करेगा। ठीक है। अपर सर्किट कोई बहुत पेनी स्टॉक होते हैं जिनका फ्लोट बहुत कम होता है, मतलब बहुत कम स्टॉक्स मार्केट में होते हैं। तो कोई कुछ पैसे भी डाल देगा, कुछ लाख रुपए भी डाल देगा, तो अपर सर्किट टच कर जाएगा। और काफी लोग उसको प्ले करते हैं इस तरह से, और इन्वेस्टर झांसे में आ जाते हैं कि लगता है ये स्टॉक बहुत अच्छा है, पर सेलेक्ट करो। बिना बैलेंस शीट ये पढ़े और बिना जाने एक बिजनेस को और इंडस्ट्री को अगर आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आपका 100% पैसा लूज होगा। देखिए, सेबी डेटा ये बोलता है कि 95% ऑफ ट्रेडर्स लूज मनी। दिस इज अ प्रूवन डेटा। 95% of traders lose money. It's not so easy to make money in the stock market. Somebody new without a knowledge is bound to lose money. फिर क्या होगा? आप बोलेंगे सट्टा बाजार है, आप कभी वापस नहीं आएंगे एज इन्वेस्टर। पर अगर आप बिना प्रिपरेशन के, बिना सोचे समझे अपना पैसा लगा देंगे, तो आपका पैसा नुकसान नहीं होगा। एंटरटेनमेंट मिल सकता है और कुछ नहीं, पैसा नहीं मिल सकता उससे।
एंड जो शायद वो बाकी के 5% है, वो 95% का पैसा ले जाते होंगे, मे बी
एग्जैक्टली,
दैट्स हाउ इट कैन बी
एग्जैक्टली,
हैपनिंग। या
एग्जैक्टली वही होता है।
So I went to provide a training to one of the company, and they were into high frequency trading and all. I think they have a very sophisticated system which decides in a nanoseconds basis, and they trade, buy, sell in during that time. And we as a retail investor competing with those kind of logics, those kind of institution, and trying to make money seems to be a little risky, I guess. Yeah.
No, it is risky. It's a sure shot formula of losing money. It's not risky. रिस्क तो वहां होती है जो अनसर्टेनिटी होती है, चांसेस ऑफ मेकिंग मनी आल्सो। ये तो कोई रिस्क नहीं है, इसमें तो पैसा डूबना ही डूबना है। तो ये जो हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रेडिंग जो भी लोग बोलते हैं ना, मैं हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रेडिंग करूंगा, ये करूंगा, वो सॉफ्टवेयर होगा, अरे भाई 95% लोग पैसा गंवा रहे हैं। उनके पास नहीं है क्या हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी ट्रेडिंग या सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं है? सब कुछ है। अभी अभी एक केस आपने सुना होगा, ये बाप ऑफ चार्ट्स का केस था, सेबी ने जिनको बैन किया। सो दिस गाय वाज सेलिंग tips and stock market courses and telling that that I will double your money, triple your money in 1 year or something like that. But प्रोब में ये पता चला कि खुद के पोर्टफोलियो पे 3 करोड़ का लॉस था और 17 करोड़ रुपया उसने कोर्स बेच के कमा लिया। अब पता उसने ये तो नहीं बताया कि मेरे पोर्टफोलियो, मैं तो 3 करोड़ का लॉस कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं आपको कोर्स बेच रहा हूँ और प्रॉमिस कर रहा हूँ कि आपके पैसे डबल हो जाएंगे। So these are the things which happen in the market.
आजकल ये YouTube में कोर्स बेचने का धंधा कुछ ज्यादा ही चल रहा है। There is a lot of things, yeah.
देखिए ये वो ना, दिस इज अपॉर्चुनिटी। सो बरसाती मेढक हम लोग बोलते हैं हिंदी में। सो व्हेन देयर इज लॉट ऑफ रेन, दे मेक हे व्हाइल द सन शाइन्स। सो जब मार्केट बुल मार्केट होता है, उसमें इस तरह की एक्टिविटीज होती हैं और लोग पैसा कमाते हैं। बियर मार्केट में कोई नहीं आता। जब खराब मार्केट था 2017 से लेके 2019 तक, कोई ट्रेडिंग वाला नहीं दिखता था, कोई डीमैट अकाउंट नहीं खुलता था, सब ऐसी हालत थी। उस समय अच्छा पैसा था इन्वेस्ट करने का। अगर उस समय किसी ने इन्वेस्ट किया होता तो आज बहुत सारे रिटर्न पे बैठा होता। उस समय लोग नहीं आते हैं। पीपल आल्सो अंडरस्टैंड दिस इज साइकोलॉजिकल। जब मार्केट चढ़ता है तो लोगों को उसमें इंटरेस्ट आता है और उस पे इंटरेस्ट के बेसिस पे वो पैसा बना लेते हैं, इस तरह के कोर्सेज बेच के या कुछ ना कुछ ट्रेडिंग एडवाइस करके।
So आपकी advice for a retail investor is that not to look for trading, especially when you don't have a time and energy to do this much research, and especially the people who are spending 10 years understanding about the industry, having a lot of sophisticated softwares, they are also struggling and trying to make money by doing frequent trading, and you competing against them will not help. And statistical fact tells that 95% who do trading in the stock market, they end up losing money. And probably those 5% who motivate you to do those things end up taking money out of it. So you, as a general investor, you should be stay away from trading. Yeah, you can do it for entertainment, but not as a investment or a money making decision. Yeah, that's the point I'm picking.
Of course, see, the investment and trading are two different things. Trading is you are doing for quick money, which will never come. Which will definitely not come. Okay, investing you have to do for long term, for creation of wealth. You must do investing. Everybody should do investing. And if you can understand the stock market yourself, if you can study the companies yourself and balance sheet yourself, do it directly in the stock market. Nobody will get you more money than that. But provided you have that level of knowledge and understanding, for which you really need to study, you need to watch for many years the happenings on these businesses. So if you understand and you can analyze, you are a specialized analyst, you should do stock market investment. That will make you maximum money. But if you can't do that, then take a mutual fund route through a good financial planner. Don't take without a financial planner also, because you also don't understand fund, which is a good fund, which is the right kind of fund for you. You don't understand. So take a route through financial planner. That will be the best way of making money in the long run. You stay in the market for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, you will see the benefit which you get. But there's no shortcut. There's no overnight money available.
Okay. So retail investors either they do their own due diligence, understand the company, and then probably invest in a long term for a particular blue chip or identified company, maybe whatever it is, or they take an advice from a financial planner and get into mutual funds. And because mutual funds are also managed by different kind of fund managers and have a different focus, so you need to choose the appropriate one also, which might be aligned with your goals. Yeah.
Exactly.
बहुत सारे म्यूचुअल फंड्स भी तो इंडेक्स को आउटबीट नहीं कर पाते, मतलब कितने परसेंट म्यूचुअल फंड हैं जो इंडेक्स को बीट कर पाते हैं?
तो देखिए, लार्ज कैप में अराउंड 2/3 फंड्स जो है वो बीट नहीं कर पाते इंडेक्स को. Okay. As you go down, mid cap में you will have almost 60% fund beating the index. In small cap में you will have higher. Is just because the large cap is established companies and they have their own stable pace of growth. So their fund managers have to be really very very good to beat the index, to select the right kind of companies. No? But as you go down, then there are better chances of fund manager making a better selection over the market.
तो वो एक फाइनेंशियल प्लानर डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द गोल एंड रिस्क एपेटाइट ऑफ द पर्सन विल सजेस्ट a large cap or a mid cap or a lower cap.
Exactly. So your financial planner has to be so good that he knows that which fund manager, which fund will be able to generate better than market return. So as a financial planner also, we have to study the fund's performance, the philosophy of fund and strategy of investment. Unless you know that, a financial planner will not be able to suggest you right kind of fund. You can suggest any fund. I mean, you look at past return, you suggest a fund. That's the easiest thing to do. But that's not the way of suggesting a fund for a financial planner.
And what about like the frequency of investment? जैसे कई जगह एडवाइस रहती है कि आप एक बार में इन्वेस्ट ना करें, SIP लें. So is it any specific advice for the investors?
देखिए, SIP is a very sure, short and peaceful way of generating wealth in long run. So everybody should do SIP. Even if you're doing lump sum, do SIP, some amount of SIP. One can do lump sum, but again depending on timing of the market situation कैसी है और आपका objective क्या है, based on that, financial advisors should advise the right kind of.
ठीक है. So in summary, so stay away from the trading and start looking for investment and look for the financial planner who can suggest the right mutual funds to you, and then go for a mutual fund. If you want to play further safe, go for SIP mode in those mutual funds as well, so that you are mitigated by the market fluctuation related risk. Yeah, if we are summarizing it.
So financial plan not only suggests mutual fund, should also be able to suggest you other products, which we'll discuss in detail sometime, like your debt investments, your bonds, other things, and of course the insurance also, right kind of insurance. But and even if financial planner can suggest you a right strategy of investing in the stock market directly if you want to, even that should be a role of financial planner. But mutual fund is something which is very safe and sound way of making money. For a new investor, should always start with the mutual fund.
Okay. So financial planner advice will not be limited to only the mutual funds and stock. There could be an overall portfolio investment advice and other areas also which are related to money. And when you talk about investment, then you can also talk about the other investment options, the insurance and maybe the fixed deposits and other kind of investment options depending upon your risk profiles and goal.
Right.
Good. Anything else you want to point out before we conclude this small talk?
So as we said, just stay away from trading if you do not understand it. It's sure short way of losing money. So it only gives you entertainment value, nothing more than that. The long-term wealth creation is actually a very boring process which requires a lot of perseverance and patience. But it's a sure short success. And there's no overnight money available in the market. I mean, that myth should be done away with.
Thank you for taking time and sharing this important information with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Saket.